Hey, Whippersnappers, this is Tortimer the Grey. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Showdown Grey version Season 2. This week I'm trying something a little bit different. I recorded the replays without commentary, and then, because the fastest I could run the replays in Showdown was what I was doing, and the episodes were getting to be about like 40 minutes, 45 minutes long. That was too long. A lot of you guys were having difficulty watching all the way to the end and hearing all the important information that is entailed there, so I figured I would try popping these into my recording software, speed up the replays, and then commentate over it within my recording software. So we're going to give that a shot. I think it's going to really help out, and you guys just let me know what you think. But starting off here with Codeman, this week we were wandering through a cave. After our last gym victory, we defeated the fairy gym, and now we're wandering through a cave on our way to the next gym once again. This region seems to be nothing but gyms connected by caves, because every time we end up on a route, it's in a cave, so there we go. Codeman kills Franklin with Barry Allen. This stupid Togekiss. This thing was tough, man. I guess I had Metagross on the team that could potentially handle fairies, but Metagross is dead. Legion's dead, so didn't really have anything for Togekiss there, but Luna, even with the weakness, able to finish off, and then going to be able to withstand the Mega Aerodactyl long enough to finish it off as well. But a lot of work done by Codeman there. Let's jump into the next one, shall we? Here we go. Alrighty guys, up against the Espresso Cat, and he's got a quick team of 3 Klefkis. I'm also going to probably cut out thanking everybody after each battle, mostly because I can't just like let the replay run forever because, you know, the sections I've recorded cuts off, and also because it'll just save us time, but you guys know I'm all very grateful of you guys participating. Franklin takes down E-Cat. Let's jump into the next one, shall we? Alrighty, and then Yace shows up with his, the dude, and Franklin takes down the Alolan Doug trio. Pie the Crobat comes in and finishes off Franklin, at which point Legion switches in. He's going to take that U-turn and then throw up the Zen Headbutt up against the Kyurem. Kyurem's going to use the Earth Power, which is going to finish off Legion, and Bernie's going to switch in, forcing out the Dragon, bringing in the Crobat. Bernie switches out in face of the Crobat. Hanu comes in, takes a Brave Bird there. Going to set up the Shell Smash here, because we're not really too afraid of Crobats as a Hanu. And then we're going to throw up the Z-Power and finish off the Aggron. Then Bra switches in and going to take a hard Aqua Jet. Hanu's going to get Toxic and throw up the knockoff there. Bra's going to go ahead and rest off that damage, though, with Shell Smash again, figuring why not. And then the Moonblast is going to come from the Sleep Talker and finish off Hanu. At which point Bernie switches in. Going to throw up that Drain Punch there. Going to heal off the damage and Drain Punch again. We really don't have a better option at this point, so we're just going to kind of let Bernie do his work. And he manages to get Bra down and finish off with a Mach Punch there. At which point Pie comes in, allows us to switch into Luna as he switches back into Kyurem. Luna's going to be able to avoid that Focus Blast, thankfully, and throw up a Foul Play, which is going to be enough to finish off the Kyurem. And then Crobat comes in with the Brave Bird, not enough to finish off Luna. The Foul Play going to do good work, though, and Luna's going to go down. Fidget then switches in, going to throw up the Swords Dance, and then we're going to throw up the Ice Fang. Going to do good damage to the Crobat, and Crobat freezes, which is good RNG on our behalf, and then Crobat goes down. Alrighty, thanks, Yesh. Alrighty, jumping into the next one, we've got Klungar, and Klungar is going to lead off with his Heavyweight. I skipped through a lot of this because we had, like, Klungar's battle had like 20 turns of just stall wars. This stupid Hippopotas just lasted forever. And so Legion comes in. He's going to go down to an Earthquake. Hanu then switches in, going to throw up that Z-Power and finally finish off the stupid Hippo. So yeah, turn 20, the Hippo finally dies, and then we get into the rest of the battle. Aqua Jet going to go off, but not going to do a whole lot. Iron Will going to take him down as Bernie switches in. He's going to take a hard close combat and get a Drain Punch going, getting himself a little bit of health back and finishing off. Bernie then goes down to a Steam Eruption from the Volcaranon, or whatever this thing's called. Fidget going to go down to 1 as well, even getting the Earthquake up, not enough to finish off the Fire Water type. As Luna comes in and is going to throw up the Protect, gets the Wish going, and unfortunately is still going to take hard damage from the Steam Eruption and go down. So Klungar stalls us out and then and finishes all off. And we're into the next battle already. Alright, we're going to have to work out the kinks on this whole recording feeding up thing. Anyway, Franklin up against Shonosaurus' Credilli. Gradilli is going to throw up some moves, but then Bernie's going to switch in to finish it off, getting the knockoff going there, and then he's going to take a Giga Drain and then throw up the Drain Punch. Getting all of his health back is very nice as the Omastar comes in, throws up that water move, but then Drain Punch going to finish off the Omastar as well. Aerodactyl Mega Evolving, but going to miss the Aqua Tail, and Thunder Punch going to land, finishing off the Aerodactyl. So Bernie doing good work of Shunosaurus' fossil team here. Gonna get the Drain Punch going, getting some health back at the same time, which is very nice. Gonna keep us going. The Mach Punch enough to finish off the Aurorus, and then Tyrantrum's gonna come in. Unfortunately for Shunosaurus, he misses the Head Smash, and Bernie's gonna be able to finish off with another Drain Punch. So, thank you so much, Shunosaurus. Moving into Celine Eleanor's battle in the cave here. Franklin is taking an Earthquake, but he's able to throw up the Solar Beam and finish off the Swampert, no trouble at all. Crobat then comes in and is gonna throw up the Cross Poison up against Hanu. Switch on out. Hanu's going to set up the Shell Smash there, but not really a lot we can do against the Sceptile, certainly not in the sun, so Hanu's got to come out. Franklin goes down to the Sceptile as Legion comes in. Going to throw up the Meteor Mash, but miss on the Hydreigon. The Earth Power is going to hit Bernie, but not do a whole lot as Bernie throws up the Drain Punch. Does okay damage, but nothing too amazing, and going to go down to the Brave Bird as Legion comes in to finish off the Crobat. Hydreigon then throws up the Dark Pulse, easily finishing off Legion as Fidget switches in, and it's going to throw up that Sword Dance there. I took a look at Celine's team at this point. I'm like, okay, yeah, we can actually go ahead and sweep this team if we play our cards right. We had something that she was weak to on all of her Pokemon. Unfortunately, we missed that Ice Fang. Thankfully, though, she misses the next Draco Meteor, and we were able to roost up off the damage. With the lowering special attack with each of those moves, Fidget's able to survive pretty well, and then we're going to throw up the Earthquake, finishing off the Magneton, leaving her just with her Alolan Golem, and Alolan Golem's going to take an Earthquake himself and go down. So, Fidget doing good work there. Moving into Just Me Those battle this week. A lot of Crobats this week, which is why Crobat made it into the thumbnail. A lot of Crobats here in this cave, and it made sense. Our last cave episode, Zubat, was the thumbnail, so hey, why not? Fidget then going to take some hard damage from the Gengar, but live long enough to get the Earthquake up. Gengar unfortunately losing the Levitate ability in Gen 7. Fidget able to do good damage to the Crobat as well, but going to go down to a Brave Bird there, but takes the Crobat with it thanks to recoil damage. Franklin able to throw up the Drought, going to get a hard Lava Plume up on the Sableye, and then Sableye is going to recover, and a Lava Plume again. This time Sableye gets burned, Sableye going to recover, so we just keep throwing those up until finally we're able to finish off the Sableye. Hippowdon then comes in, finishes off Franklin. Legion switches in then at that point, throws up the Meteor Mash and going to go down to the Earthquake. Unfortunately, with you guys running rocks, which I'm sure you guys have obviously done this intentionally, but Hanu becomes a lot harder to do because he can't really take a whole lot of these moves, and he's got pretty good defenses, but the sturdy is kind of important, and so I need to get a spinner or something on my team. Although we have Rapid Spin on Franklin, he just didn't survive long enough to get it off. Hanu then switches in, he's going to throw up the Aqua Jet up against the Hippowdon. We have a little bit of misplaying going on here, I feel like, because at some point, yeah, he accidentally clicks the Stealth Rocks again, which was a misplay, a misclick, I guess, rather. He didn't do that intentionally, he just, you know, screwed it up. So, we're able to get the Z-move off, and then Luna can finish off that Hippowdon. Mac then comes in with his Gliscor, and Fidget going to be able to force that out. Magnet then going to take a hard Earthquake and go down, which point Nasty Bat comes in, and the Ice Fang going to land on the Nasty Bat, doing some good damage. Air Slash doing okay, but Fidget's still able to finish off the Crobat. Mac would want me to point out at this point that he did have a second team that we did a battle on, and he was able to sweep me 6-0 with a Fidget of his own. Unfortunately, it was the second battle we did, and these episodes are long enough as it is, and so I didn't even think I thought we were just battling for fun. I didn't think to save it. And when he was like, we could redo it if you want, I was like, no, that's okay. These episodes are way too long as it is. We don't need any more. We don't need double battles. But I will point out, Mac did manage to kick my butt there. So he'd want me to point that out, and so there you go, Mac. Legion takes an Earth Power and is going to survive it. Meteor Mash finishing off the Gliscor. Laces is going to take a Meteor Mash as well, and Legion's going to go down as a result. Luna goes up against the Nasty Plotting Persian, throws up the Foul Plays, able to do decent damage, and able to withstand the Persian long enough to finish it off, and then we move into the next one. Thanks, Mac. Alright, Scad leads off with Gimli the Haxorus, and I will note in this battle that this was our second battle. Scad came in, saw my team, and then and figured out my strategies, and then, oh no, the servers went down, and so she comes back in, I was thinking we'd just remake the battle, but no, instead of leading off with the Tortoise, she leads off with her Haxorus, and everything shakes loose from there. No, it's fine. But yeah, so the servers went down in the middle of Scad and I's battle, and so Franklin comes in. He's going to take a Moonblast from Caitlyn there. Hanu then switches in, going to take a hard Freeze Dry, throws up that Shell Smash, and then is going to get their Stone Edge going, so that works out pretty nicely. Shadow comes in at that point, going to get the Sucker Punch off on Hanu. Luna is going to be able to throw up the Foul Play, and thanks to the attack boost on the Mega Absol, able to finish that off, but not going to have enough power to get through the bulky and resistant Conkeldurr, so Scad's going to take that battle easy. Alright, update 124. Next trainer we stumbled to into the cave. In the cave. Oh my gosh, the words today. Trying to keep up with the battles, and we'll figure this out. We'll get used to it. I think time-wise this will end up working out better, but man alive, we'll get used to it. Alright, so Fidget is gonna throw up the Earthquake, finishing off the Pupper, able to withstand the assault of hits from there. Spike gets the Hail up, and then the Icicle Crash, finishing off the Fidget there. Bernie then switches in. He's gonna throw up the Mach Punch, forcing out the Sand Slash. Drone then coming in, another Crow back there, and Hanu's going to switch in, taking the Brave Bird there. Critical hit still does less than 25% damage, so Hanu can withstand the Crobat pretty well, get the Stone Edge up, and finish it off. Clown forcing out Hanu. Franklin's going to take the Thunder Punch there, and get a little bit of a Drain Punch going as well, and then Franklin's going to go down. Zen Headbutt coming from Legion, finishing off the Conkeldurr, and then Spike is going to protect off, but then go down to the next Earthquake there. So thank you so much for participating. Update. I appreciate it. Actually, I said at the beginning, oh, we're not going to thank anybody, but whatever. It works. It'll be fine. I think this format will be fine. All right, Franklin throws up the rocks. Sylveon going to protect there. This is a new participant this week. Jin Fastfu was new this week, and we had one other person who tried to get in. But they ended up getting kicked off their computer and wasn't able to get in. I don't remember the name on that one. Yeah, so we had 2 new people who attempted to participate this week. So yeah, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, and definitely participates the need for speeding up these replays a little bit, because man alive, episode 45 minutes as it is, if we're adding new people to this series, we're gonna need to make some changes. So yeah, for sure, let me know in the comments how you guys are liking this new format. Bernie is going to take an Ice Beam from the Milotic, throw up the Thunder Punch up against the Sylveon. Sylveon taking some burn damage there. Going to throw up the Protect, but it's going to fail. Legion is then going to throw up the Meteor, or no, it goes for the Earthquake there. And then Milotic's going to take that. We go for the Zen Headbutt, and finally able to finish off the Milotic. Those things are far too bulky for their own good. Arcanine comes in. Our Clear Body prevents us from being intimidated, so that works out nicely. Leech Seed's going to do good damage. No, it's not. Meteor Mash is going to do good damage as we're Leech Seeded. And then going to finish off with that. Sylveon then comes in. It's going to protect, though, unfortunately. And Legion's going to go down to Leech Seed before we can get the Bullet Punch going. Hanu comes in, though, and is going to throw up the Z move because Sylveons are too bulky to be messing around with. So we just decided to take it on out. So that works out. Crobat goes down, and we defeat Jin Fastfu. So thank you so much for participating for the first time this week. I appreciate it. Alrighty, in our final battle for today, up against Epic Big Nick, and Franklin's going to be able to get the Lava Plume up on that. Duke comes in and is going to lower our attack. We get the rocks up at that point, Extreme Speed, and then we go ahead and Rapid Spin off. Fidget then switches in. Extreme Speed not doing a whole lot to the bulky Pokemon I'm presenting here, so going to be able to give us the opportunity to get our attack boosted there and finish off the Aggron, at which point Animaniac switches in and is going to get a hard Night Slash off on Fidget. Fidget able to heal back some of that damage from the Toxic Heal. The Leafa is going to take an Ice Fang and then go down, so that works out nicely for us. Scarlet then switching in and is going to use its Z move, Oceanic something or another, and finish off Fidget. Franklin then switching in, going to take a Sparkling Aria as Legion comes in, and Duke is going to take a hard Zen Headbutt there. Go for the Earthquake, finishing off the Arcanine, and then Scarlet is going to take a hard Earthquake as well. The Meteor Mash going to take Cupcake down to its 1%, but then it's going to finish off Legion, forcing Bernie to come in with the Mach Punch and finish off. Let's jump into the spreadsheet, shall we? Alrighty guys, here we are with our spreadsheet, and we need to figure out what type our next gym is going to be, because coming up is our last week in UU. We just passed through another cave, and we ran into our this will be the 6th gym that we encounter, but that means our final week in UU, and we need to determine what type that's going to be. So we've got 1 through 16 now, because we've done both 17 and 18, which were Steel and Fairy. We took care of those, so 1 through 16, let's go ahead and generate, which gives us 15. and dragon type. Okay. I think dragon's one of the types we never actually had last season of this, so that'll be fun. So there we go. UU dragon type gym. I don't use a lot of dragon types, so it'll be interesting to see what you guys come up with. I don't know if you use a good tier for that, bad tier for that. Probably not a great tier for that, because a lot of the pseudo legendaries end up being dragon types, but I doubt they're down here in UU. But yeah, I'm sure you guys will like too. As always, you don't have to be strictly monotype, so you know, if you want to use your Charizards or your Gyarados or whatever because you feel like they fit, I'll take it. So yeah, anyway guys, let me know what you thought about the more sped up commentary format. And let me know what you guys thought about the time slots that we did last week. I know part of the issue was that the episodes were so long that half of you didn't even watch to the end of the episode to hear that the time slots had changed. Hopefully that'll be different. I am going to make sure that once this episode goes out, I put in the chat just like the full schedule for the week, so that you guys will at least be aware of that, like before I give you the 10-minute heads up that we're going to be starting. So what we're going to be doing this week is we're going to be changing it just slightly from what we did last week, but we're going to be just sticking with the 2 time slots. So we're going to be doing, and this is probably going to be what we do going forward, which is why I'm changing it a little bit from last week, but we're going to be doing Mondays from 5 to 6 p.m. EST, and then Wednesdays from 12 to 1 p.m. EST. So that'll give people some time. If they can't get into the Monday time slot because they didn't have time to build, I'll give them a little bit of extra time to build, and then you can jump in on the Wednesday time slot. Because coming up in a week or two, I'm going to be streaming again, and I usually do a Tuesday afternoon stream was kind of one of my main streaming times, so Tuesday from 12 to 1 p.m., even though that's what we did last week, and that seemed to work okay. Going forward, I don't want to change this every week, so going forward more regularly, we're going to stick with the Wednesday. So we're going to do the Monday evening slot and the Wednesday afternoon slot. So Monday from 5 to 6 p.m. EST and Wednesday from 12 to 1 p.m. EST are going to be those, which is the same time slots we're doing, and I'm just dropping the Tuesday one. I was trying to put them doing Monday, Tuesday, because that meant that I can just go ahead and record it then. But, you know, I'm not recording, it's, you know, Friday morning and I'm recording this anyway, so it really doesn't matter all that much. And this way, at least, again, if you guys can't make it to Monday, then you're able to slip in, get a little bit of extra time, and hopefully get in on Wednesday. And again, if dropping the 3rd time slot really makes it so you can't come to any other time slot, which I doubt, because all the time slots are staying the same at this point, and nobody had come to the morning time slot for a couple of weeks. But anyway, even if that was the case, just let me know, and I'll attempt to, and I should say, and I do mean attempt, to find another slot that'll work. I can't guarantee that, like, oh, I'll be able to show up on whatever other random time you pick, but I will attempt to be flexible if possible. But we all got lives to lead, so try and show up during the windows if you can. But yeah, go ahead and get your Dragon UU type teams put together, and I will see you guys all out there. I'm looking forward to this. Gym weeks are always fun because it's always kind of interesting to see within the parameters what you guys come up with. So yeah, looking forward to it. Let me know what you thought about the new format in the comments down below, and if you have any suggestions on time frames going forward, be sure to let me know that too. But again, I'll go ahead and post what we're doing in the Discord once the episode goes out, so you guys have a little bit more warning, just in case you know, you don't get a chance to watch the episode until a little bit later. But thankfully, hopefully, with it being shorter, that won't be such an issue. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been TortimerTheGreyYT, and you guys have been great. Make sure those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys, and I'll see you all back here next time. Alrighty, guys, have a good one.